Building a container garden part 2. As you can see, we got some buckets, some more of them, and you know the drill, fill them with dirt. And I'll show you guys the plants we got here in a second after I get them filled. Here is said dirt around the stump, buckets, trailer. I think y'all have got the gist from the last part. All filled up and ready to go over there. As you guys can see, I brought these over here. The moon's out. I've got this hook and this cucumber plant with the hook, so what I'm going to do instead of transplanting it, just hang it and it'll go on the ground and just vine out. So this is what part 2 looks like. I'm probably going to do the rest of it in the morning because it's getting dark. That's my sister. We got some bigger tomato plants and some watermelon plants, you know. We got these 4 new ones. See you in the morning. The next day, we're going to put those plants in these buckets. When you transplant them, take and pick the last couple leaves on the sides off and they'll get even better growing. You get it in the bucket. As you see, it's already got a stake tied to it. You'll take and pull these right here, all them type of leaves off. As you can see, it's a lot less weighed down. I moved that higher so that it would not lean over as much. It's already got some blooms and it'll actually help it. I haven't worked on this yet, but I will. I got this tomato planted. As you can see, it is limp. And I'm going to show you how to fix that if you don't have a stick that came with it. All you need is a zip tie.
Part 3?
Part 2 is a stick and some type of rubber band, zip tie, anything like that. Or you get your stick, you stick it in the ground, you pull this up, and then you tie it, basically. And she is getting the water to to water these plants.
What do you want to do, a tie tomato plant up here?
Yeah.
Just right here, a tie.
Then you should have something kind of like that. And we're going to plant the watermelon in that one.
Hi, I'm Lexi, Dina's sister, and today we're going to be planting watermelon. Right now I'm just making this hard piece of soil crumble. I guess you just want to fluff it up. And if you find rocks, you can throw those out as well. So we got our watermelon here. And I'm gonna take one of these. You want to take your hand, or if you have a little small gardening shovel for if you're making flower beds, and you could do that as well, and just stick it in there and pat the soil all around it. Make sure not to crush the leaves. And that's what you want to do there. And then we got watermelon too. And we're just going to do the same for it.
Lexi.
What?
Scoot it more towards the edge of the bucket.
Oh.
Give it not that far, but you know what I'm talking about.
And we wet the soil previously before this video, so it's going to be a little bit damp and able to work with. And so I'm going to stick that there so we know this is watermelon. But this is the only black bucket we got, so we'll definitely know.
You like container gardens better?
I mean, yeah, they're easier, but big gardens that you till and you plow and you plant, that's good too. But if you ain't got a big place of land or a small spot of land to plant, this is definitely the true idea of making a small garden.
Hey, if you're trying to get out of work though, it's still a lot of work.
Yeah, you definitely, it's not a job that you just sit down on. Just still clumping up these little pieces.
Sit down on while you're sitting down doing it.
What do you mean? Like, we still got those chicks we gotta work with, so that's kind of an exhausting part of your day.
You want to tell them what happened to the chickens?
Earlier,
And why that towel's there?
Yeah, earlier before we started to film, we have a incubator that's got chicks and ducks in it, and one of the baby chicken eggs didn't, I guess, get fertilized, and so it cracked, and it was like rotting, so it was like a rotten egg smell, and so we went in to see what happened, and it was like completely cracked, and it
Stunk
was
the whole house up.
And so we had to get a pair of gloves, and I had to do all the dirty work. And so we just cleaned it out. I used this to carry the incubator out because it stunk, and it was dripping juices, which is like practically, you know. Anyway, so we did that, and hopefully in the future we're going to show you a video. But anyway, that's basically about watermelon, and we'll see you next time.